Okay, welcome to issue 11 of the DeLorean build. This is the rear engine support frame. It's not too complicated. That's the main part we'll be working on. And well, let's get stuck in. We need the two parts marked 11G. These are all metal, by the way. That's, it's all good quality stuff. And let's see what we're doing now. We'll be inserting the 11G into there. I think that's right. I don't think these are handed. And we'll be securing with two DM screws. We've got an awful lot of DM screws this issue. Quite a load of those. And we'll be using the new screwdriver, of course. Even though it's a new screwdriver, you still have to put quite a bit of force on it. I think it's the same problem we've had with the previous issues. The threads have got a little bit of paint inside them. Okay, that's that. And we need to do the same with the other side. Another DM screw. Again, you are having to put quite a bit of force on these screws. There we go. That's step one done. Step two, we're using the two suspension arms marked 11F. Now, they have got a little thing at one end, there you can see that, and that I think goes let's see, it'll have to go in that way, won't it? Yeah, that must go in. Let's try a couple of ways. It's going to be that way up. And no, it can't go that way, it must be that way. So it says place aligning the holes in both and secure with two HM screws. It doesn't actually say which way up that is supposed to go, so I'm just going to try and guess the intelligent way it goes. Right, we're going to be using the HM screws. These are real long ones. You can see those are real biggies. So we're going to secure the arms with HM screws. They go in from the outside, yeah, good. Okay. Start them off like that. I'm going to start by putting the arm in that way with the little tongue going downwards. That seems to be the logical way of putting them in. Okay, that's that in there, and we've got some movement in it there. Good. Let's do the other one. HM screw. That going in. It's just jumping slightly. We've got to make sure that the 11G parts are absolutely lined up with the hole, or the screw doesn't go in properly. There we go, that's got it. Now it's going to work. It's more fiddly than it looks, this job. I think it's like most of the assembly work on this model. The easy bits are actually quite difficult, and the bits you think are going to be difficult are actually a piece of cake. So there we go. That's the two arms fitted, and they both move. Okay, what are we doing next? Right, we're taking the uprights. DM. Now, I'm just going to have a look at these. I don't know if these are handed or not. Yes, they are. Okay. Now, I'm just looking for any markings on here, because these, they do have a left and a right marked on them. I'm just wondering if there's a left and a right marked on here. No, there isn't. But I think these can only go in one way anyway. Yes, they can. They can only go in one direction anyway. Yeah. Lining it up with a pin, of course. And I think we're using DM screws again. I presume we are. There's plenty of them. Push these in. But the screw threads are definitely a bit tight this week, and it's the, as I said before, it's the same old problem. There's a bit too much paint on everything, and it's making the screw threads a little on the tight side, so it feels like you're forcing the screws in, but what you're actually doing is just cutting through the paint layer. In fact, you can actually, you won't be able to see it on camera, but it is actually generating a sort of fine white dust, a fine black dust, and it's all the paint coming off. Are we doing the same on the other side? Again, a couple of DM screws. I'll show you how bad the paint problem is. There's actually two screws together. I don't know if you can see that. Those two screws, as they come out of the bag, they're actually stuck together with paint. See? Yeah, that's the problem, Mr. Eaglemoss. Too much paint on everything. Right, two more DM screws. Holding the uprights in place. It's a bit more fiddly, this one. You know what I might invest in? A little pair of tweezers, just to put the screws in place first, and then tighten them up with a screwdriver once you put them in place with the tweezers. That's very tight. That hole there is there we go. We'll try a different screwdriver. Okay, that's the uprights fitted, and I think we're just putting some panels over the top, aren't we? We've got these plastic panels which are going to go over the top of the uprights. That's the left, so that will go on that side. And again, it is the legendary DM screw holding these panels in. There we go. Another DM screw. Oops. There we go. And that's essentially the rear section assembled. Now all we've got to do is to fix that onto the chassis. So let's have a look how that's done. I'm betting it's going to involve some DM screws. Okay, let's have a look. Bum, 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 bum. Yep, so you've got to take your chassis. I just happen to have one here, and you'll be putting that under there, lining everything up nicely. There's two little pins you've got to line up in place. We drop in 4 DM screws to hold the cross member in place. They call it an engine support or an engine support bar in the instructions, but in automotive terms it's technically it's known as a cross member. Again, just starting these screws off, they are rather tight, but they are going in. There we are, and that's it. That's the rear engine support fitted. There we go. It's not half as bad as I thought it was going to be, and the car's looking a bit more like a car now. So there we go. That's issue 11 done, and we can have a quick look at what's coming in issue 12. And it's more bits for the left and rear suspension. You see you've got the disc brake and suspension spring, and that's the actual upright part of the hub that will have the magnet in, and I think that's a drive shaft there as well. So there we are, the left and rear suspension coming in next issue, and there we go. That's issue 11 done. Thanks very much for watching, and I will see you hopefully in issue 12. Thanks for watching again. Bye bye.